Hey y'all, Iric Guy here, and I want to provide a follow-up review for my Rep Fitness home gym. Now, you can expand this video's description and then click the link there to find all of these components, but I just want to talk about it. What are my thoughts after using it for several months? And, let's just dig right into this, man. So this right here is nice, having a tree for the weights, not just for the weights, but having, I've got my long Olympic style barbell there. And then I've got my curved barbell that I use for, for bicep curls and that sort of stuff. So it's nice being able to attach those to this. Obviously you can get little hooks for your, these types of things for your power rack and put them on the rack itself. Now that does provide a value add, because if you do that, it adds weight to your rack. And we're going to talk about that in a minute, but I like my standalone tree for my weights and my barbells. I like it. That's something that I rigged up myself for doing my forearms. I did that many years ago. The the dumbbells are very nice. They also had ones that had the rubber in the middle, but I opted for this. I like the way it feels in the hand. Very premium feel. I'm not going to say better than what one would find in a commercial gym, but I would say just as good, possibly better. I mean, this stuff is top quality. And I like, you notice these aren't round, so when you sit them down, they don't roll around on your floor. So that's another value add of this type. I like the little dumbbell rack. It just keeps everything organized, looks professional. Jumping over here, the bench. Obviously this will do flat. As I've got it positioned now, it'll do decline, it'll do incline. You can put it, if you're doing military press, you can make it where it's like a seat. I mean, it's easy to adjust. It's got really nice wheels like you would find on like roller skates or something. So it's easy to roll around if you need to do something in here. See, what I'll do is roll it out when I'm doing when I'm rowing and that sort of stuff. And speaking of that, when I'm rowing, I use my mat, and I've linked it within this video's description too. This is not a Rep Fitness mat, but it's very nice. I like using it when I'm doing, when I'm sitting I mean, this is just a glorified concrete slab. I got some paint and put on it. Tried to class it up a little bit, but I didn't even take the time to fill the crack. I just painted around it. So it's a hard floor, hard on your butt if you don't have a pad. So nice having that pad. Now, a few things that, in my opinion, are a must. If you're shopping for the best home gym, something you need to do, and well, you can do what you want to do, but what I would encourage you to do is do the 6-post rack. 6 posts meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The reason is this adds stability, but not only does it add stability, it also provides an area, and you can get these I got from Rep Fitness also. And again, expand this video's description and click the link there and you can find all of this. But these are actually used, I think their primary purpose is for like exercise bands, which I haven't gotten into exercise bands yet. Maybe I should. But what I like these for is storing. So, I've got my various grips that I use in conjunction with my cable, for my cable workouts. And it's nice being able to store them neatly. It looks professional. And I think they call those band pegs. I think that's what they call them. But again, expand this video's description and click the link there and you can find it all there. You definitely want to add, and again, this is the optional lat pull down, and not just lat pull down, but it's lat pull down, tricep pull down. The bottom part down here, you can do rowing, you can do arm curls, variety of different workouts. This is a must. And this right here was one of the main reasons that I bought the power rack, because obviously, I could do my dumbbell workouts with just a bench, or if I was going to use, if I was going to bench press with my Olympic bar, then I could have gotten just a basic bench for bench pressing. But the value add of this power rack is that right here with these, I can do my, my barbell workouts, my bench press. With the bench alone, I can do, dumbbell workouts. And again, I can slide the bench out, and I've got this right here, so I can do seated rowing workouts. All kinds of stuff I can do. And then again, I can use this, so I do use this, to sit down when I do my lat pull downs. And I move this out of the way when I'm doing my tricep pull downs with the rope, or this piece right here. And it is worth mentioning, these are just the standard type handles that you'll find. We're probably not using the best terminology there, but the standard type things that you'll find in most any commercial gym. So you can use, there's so many other things. These are the ones I got because these are the ones that I've always used, and including the lat pull down and then that right there for arm curls. Those are the pieces I've always used in commercial gyms. So I got the ones I needed, but you can get a variety of different ones. So this thing, you can see here, these are my safeties when I'm doing bench press, but when I'm not, I put them up there because when I'm working out with my dumbbells, I don't want the safeties interfering with my range of motion. So, and that's the other thing, I can actually do dumbbell workouts inside of the cage without having to roll my bench out of the cage, which is super nice. And I got the widest spacing, and that's something I would recommend you consider, is getting the widest rack, and as I mentioned, also the 6-post, because the 6-post, as you noticed, I didn't bolt it down. I don't want to drill holes in my basement's floor. It's just something scary about that. But yeah, with these 6-post, it's super stable. I mean, it's super sturdy. I wouldn't need to bolt it down anyway. But if you didn't go with the 6-post, you more than likely probably would have to. So, speaking of that, I don't know if you went with the 4-post and then did the, this right here they call the rear base stabilizer. If you just use that, if that would provide enough stability without, having this post and that post, I'm not sure. I probably would. I mean, this is super sturdy. This is, in my opinion, professional gym quality sturdy. So, you could probably try it without the 6-post, but I wouldn't recommend it. Because I tell you, the 6-post, this equipment here, I mean, unless something unforeseen occurs, this equipment here is going to be a gym that'll last me a lifetime. So, I shouldn't have to buy anything else. Shouldn't have to be at those, you go to those big box retailers around the holidays, and you see this gym equipment that seems like it's a good deal, and then you buy it, you take it home, you assemble it, and then in a few weeks or a few months, or if you're lucky, a year or so, it starts to break. And then you stop working out because you feel like if you work out, you're going to wear your equipment out, and that's not a good thing. This is top quality equipment. This is stuff when you feel it in your hands, it is professional quality gym equipment, and it instills confidence when I'm working out, because the last thing I want to have happen is be working out and feel like my equipment's going to fail, and that's definitely not the case with this. And actually, funny story, in commercial gyms, there's been some gyms that I've joined in the past, and sometimes you question the quality of that commercial gym equipment because so many people use it. Some gyms don't properly maintain their equipment, and that's another value add of just building your own gym in your basement or your garage or your guest room or whatever, because that the equipment's been maintained. Speaking of maintenance, one thing I do, and I got some silicone lube. I put silicone lube on the pulleys. Super smooth. It's quiet. I mean, this thing is top notch. I mean, Rep Fitness engineered this thing very well. There's no corners cut. There's nothing I've found that has made me frown when I use this equipment, or when I look back and reevaluate the purchase decision that I made to buy this equipment, because there's some other brands out there, and for the purposes of this video, I'm not going to get into the other brands, but there's a lot of brands that are a lot more expensive, and you may have seen them more frequently. Admittedly, I'd never heard of Rep Fitness until I started doing my deep dive research, to find the best home gym, something that's commercial quality, but I can put in my basement. And I'm glad I found Rep, because the competitors, if you're looking at this same equipment, I mean, you're talking about a lot more. And, again, I had to make the decision. I'm like, okay, well, I know the competitors, I've seen it in several gyms. I've worked out on it. I know the quality exists, but I'd never touched Rep Fitness equipment anywhere. So I took a gamble, but it was a gamble that I'm glad I made, because when all of this arrived, as soon as it arrived by way of freight, and I felt the components right out of the boxes, I knew it was top build quality. And then ultimately, once I assembled it and started using it, it's perfect. I mean, it is, in my opinion, it's commercial quality. I don't know the exact classification of, commercial gym quality versus home gym quality. I don't know what the difference is. I mean, again, I used to go to the gym, but, getting a house with a big basement, and, 2020, when all the gyms closed for an extended period of time, it put me in got me out of whack. I couldn't work out because the gym was closed. And then I didn't have anything at home. So, I took many months. I spent many months out of the gym. So when I started working out again, I wanted to control my own equipment. I wanted to have my own gym, but a gym that is just as good as a commercial gym. And that's why I assembled this the way that I did. Now, obviously there's things that you don't get from this, and you could always add other pieces of equipment. But if you're the gym goer that likes to use the machines, which I did use a fair bit of machines when I went to the paid membership gym. But honestly, if you do bench, with dumbbells and with barbells, you do cable workouts, you can pretty much do everything you need to do with this configuration. Now, again, if I didn't get the cable, the optional cable add-on that, adds the lat pull down and then the rowing type workouts, if I didn't get that, I wouldn't have everything I need. But since I added that on, I've got everything I need for my workout routine. So, again, it's top quality. It was easy to assemble. Expect to devote a solid Saturday or Sunday to putting all of this together. Take your time, do it right. Speaking of that, subscribe to my channel and check out my Rep Fitness videos playlist, because I've got a lot of assembly videos in there when I assembled this. Actually, I had the only one I didn't get. I'd filmed assembly video of this, which this was straightforward, but I accidentally deleted the video from my camera, so I don't have that assembly video, but I do for everything else. And you can see for yourself how easy it was for me to assemble. And, here's the thing. And again, I'll tell you like it is. You can wait for the holidays. You can go to your big box retailer. You can buy the super duper fancy quote unquote gym equipment that's quote unquote on sale for the holiday. You can get that. You can spend as much, if not more, than you would for this. And you're probably going to find you've got inferior quality. My suggestion, obviously you're watching this video, you've either decided that you need to build a home gym, or you're flirting with the possibility, maybe you're like me and 2020 gym closure kind of made you think, well, if I had, which I didn't, but if I had this in 2020, it wouldn't have disrupted my workout routine, because I'm not going to close my own house because the entire country closes, So, in that situation, you know, that's what made me realize I need to have a home gym. But I don't just need junk. You know, I need something that's built to last. So that's why I went with this. I mean, this is built to last, provides a gym quality workout, you know, no compromises at all as far as the feel of the equipment and the, you know, the feel, the reliability, the durability. There's no compromises. So, you know, this is, again, if you're looking for a home gym and you know, you've stumbled upon this video, there's a lot of bigger names out there, but, you know, just if you're concerned about the name and you haven't heard of Rep, which again, I hadn't, you know, I found it because of my deep dive research. But if you hadn't heard of Rep, you know, that's the same boat I was in. It's actually a good thing. And I think, you know, as more people start to discover Rep Fitness and instead of the competitors out there, you know, I have a feeling that you'll probably see prices start to go up. So that, and for that reason, I was glad that it wasn't as seemingly popular as some of the other brands. And, you know, I was able to get a good deal for all of this equipment. And hey, I did it all. It's done. I don't have to buy anything else for my gym. So, and I like the color too. I think it looks cool. You can get this in a variety of different colors, but admittedly, I went with red because I've got a brown recluse problem. And I felt that if there was a brown recluse on a red piece of workout equipment, that it might be easier to see than on black. That's probably a silly reason for going with red, but that was part of the reason I went with red. And the other thing is, it just looks cool. I like how the red and the black kind of set each other off, man. It looks mean and aggressive. And that's what you want for a gym. I mean, this is not a home decorating project, but it is important, as you can see here, to keep all of your gym equipment well organized while that component's not in use. And this has enabled me to effectively do that. I don't have stuff. There is nothing sitting on the floor. It's all well organized. And something that I wanted to mention, these racks, they've got a lot of other additional add-ons now that you can get for cable workouts. The one I got does what I need, but they've got some other ones. And I'm sure Rep Fitness will probably continue to release new accessories for these power racks. So it's one of those things, if, you know, you can, I feel good at least that, you know, if I wanted to add something in the future, I could. But again, I don't have the personal need, because this accomplishes everything I need a gym to accomplish. And it just so happens this gym is in my basement. So I'm the only user. I take care of it. I get hot and sweaty. I properly wipe it off. You know, I don't have to worry, you know, when I'm working out, if I sit down and, you know, somebody was sick and then I get their germs and get sick from working out on the equipment. But now, you know, I own my gym, and I don't have to pay a gym membership. And that's something else to factor in. You know, do your calculations with your gym in your area and figure out how many years would it take to, how many years of gym membership would it be before you would break even with the cost of purchasing and installing your own gym at home, where you don't have to pay a membership. Now, you know, if you're a younger dude, I mean, I'm pretty old, man. You know, I'm up in my 40s, man. I'm getting pretty old. But, you know, if you're a younger dude and you're single, yeah, you probably want to go to the gym because, you know, you can work out and you can hit on the chicks. You can just be like, hey, by the way, may I work in with you? And she's like, sure. And then you'd be like, hey, what are you eating for dinner? And she'll be like, I don't have plans. But okay, now you do. Let's go out. So see, you can be a pimp in the gym and get the ladies. But yeah, if you're old and married, you don't need to do that. So I don't have any need to go to a gym anymore. So, you know, I'm more than content, more than satisfied with this equipment. And again, the quality. And if I ever run into any issues, you know, I'll continue to keep everyone posted, because, you know, my review of this, if you watch this video and my other videos, you're probably thinking, man, that's overwhelmingly positive. But that's the case so far. If you have any specific questions, just comment below and I'll try to post a video response. And actually, a viewer a while back was asking about rack storage, and these are the band pegs, and you can find them linked within this video's description. But that's how I store my accessories, my cable accessories, while they're not in use. But yeah, good stuff, rock solid build quality, easy to assemble. It feels like it should last a lifetime. Again, expand this video's description and then click the link there to find where to order all of these components online, and also a lot more stuff too. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, Irix Guy here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and when you do, ring that bell icon to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.